This is Jay Coulter, and you are listening to the Conquer Worry podcast. My mission is to motivate and inspire positive change for those who are struggling with worry, stress, or their mental health. Each podcast will be a short inspirational story of resilience or an interview with someone who's making a difference. This is a story of deliberate perseverance. This man was born on January 6, 1937. He was small in stature, struggled with a lisp, and naturally, that led to low self-esteem in this young man. His father never made it past the third grade. Nobody in his family had ever attended college. As this young man was preparing for his freshman year of college, he overheard a conversation between two of his mother's friends at the grocery store. One friend said, "I can't believe Anne-Marie is wasting her money sending that boy to college." And then this young man heard her mom's other friend respond, "I know what you mean. She took a night job and everything. It's such a waste." This young man had two choices at this point after overhearing the conversation. He could have fallen into the false trap of believing other people's opinions, but instead, he chose to let it fuel his desire and develop a sense of deliberate perseverance. He made up his mind that he was going to prove everyone wrong, and he did just that by graduating from college. This boy went on to become a leader in his field and a model for anyone. Now, to be clear, it was not a smooth ride. In 1966, at the age of 28, this man was married, out of work, and his wife was expecting their third child. Once again, his deliberate perseverance took over. What he did has become both legend and a model for anyone who is struggling. He sat at his dining room table, and in an attempt to get out of his own mental struggles, he made a list. This list consisted of everything he wanted to accomplish in his life. This man was fortunate enough to have a very supportive wife while he was struggling, and she gave him a copy of a book called The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. Now, this is one of my personal favorite books, and it inspired this man to make an audacious list of 107 goals that he wanted to accomplish in his life. It included such things as running with the Bulls in Spain, meeting the Pope, landing on an aircraft carrier, having dinner at the White House, going skydiving, being on The Tonight Show, winning a national championship, coaching football at the University of Notre Dame. Now, I'm sure some listeners have already figured out that I'm talking about the legendary Lou Holtz. If you're not familiar with this man and his accomplishment, after creating this list, he went on to coach 4 different teams to bowl victories. He won a national championship and Coach of the Year honors while coaching at Notre Dame. He had dinner at the White House with Ronald Reagan. He went skydiving, appeared on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, met the Pope. In fact, it is said that he accomplished over 100 of the 107 items on his list. If you are struggling right now, there is a clear message in this story. My personal mentor, the late Earl Nightingale, used to tell a story of how there are 2 types of successful people. There are river people and goal people. River people are the fortunate few who know exactly what their talents are and how to use them to live a fulfilling life. They were able to just jump in the metaphorical river and life just works out for them. Goal people, which make up the majority of the other successful folks in this world, take the time to create a plan. Research has shown that only 3 to 5% of people have written down their goals. If you want to be successful and you are not a river person, it appears that deliberately determining your goals can help, especially if you're struggling with your mind. Now, given Lou Holtz's success, I thought it would make sense to share his thoughts on setting your goals. Number 1, decide what you want to achieve and the date. Number 2, know what talents you must acquire to do this. Number 3, consider who you have to work with to achieve this goal. Number 4, determine what problems you must overcome to achieve this. Number 5, have a plan. And number 6, share this plan with others and explain to them why they will benefit. In his book, Winning Every Day, Lou shares a tool he uses when he needs to prioritize things. He uses the acronym WIN, W-I-N, which stands for What's Important Now. If you're struggling with your mental health, your win might be getting out of bed. Your win might be going out and seeking professional help. Or your win just might be creating that goal list. I'm Jay Coulter, and thanks for listening.
This episode is sponsored by conquerworry.org. Please visit conquerworry.org and join our growing community.